Hey everybody, how are you? Welcome to EMM. I am Ajay Kumar Mahato. In today's class, we are going to take up this very important short story from Cbse and UP Board Class 10 syllabus. This is Bholi, written by K.A. Abbas. We are going to discuss some very important points from this story which will help you write the answers in your board exams. So let's take a look. First point, her real name is Sulekha. Bholi's real name is Sulekha. Keep this in mind, they may ask you in the short questions. Her father is Numberdar Ramlal. He is a revenue official and a prosperous farmer as well. Mother's name is not given, doesn't treat Bholi well. She actually doesn't like Bholi that much, right? Number 4, everyone, including her family members, call her Bholi the simpleton. The family members, including her parents, her brothers and sisters, and her friends also, they call her Bholi, which means in English the simpleton. Bholi is an Hindi word which means the simpleton. She is fair and pretty at birth. When she is born fair and pretty. Then, at 10 months age, when she was just 10 months old, a baby, she fell off the cot, which probably damaged part of her brain, and it had some consequence. We will see later on. So, at the age of just 10 months, she fell off the cot. Age 2 years, when she was just 2 years old, severe attack of smallpox. She had a severe attack of smallpox which left her disfigured. It left lasting deep black marks, making her ugly, right? Then, when she was 5 years, Bholi speaks for the first time but stammers badly. So it was already too late. Children generally speak from the age of 1.5 years, and by the end of 2.5 they speak quite well. But Bholi, she was in a way mentally slightly retarded in that sense, and she learned to speak only at the age of 5, and even that she spoke in a stammering manner. She stammered while speaking and stammered badly. Point number 9, children made fun of her stammering by mimicking her. So that is very normal. The other children made fun of her, they mimicked her, they copied her, right, her style of stammering, and as a result Bholi stopped talking altogether. She felt embarrassed, she felt humiliated, and that's why she stopped talking altogether. Her confidence was shattered, right? We go to the next slide. Yeah, other characters in the story. Tehsildar Sahib, right? Who is this? He comes as a chief guest for the inauguration of the village primary school. Inauguration of the village primary school for girls. He comes for that inauguration. He asks Bholi's father, Ramlal, to send his daughters to school and set an example for all the villagers, for he is a revenue official. Bholi's father Ramlal is a revenue official, and the Tehsildar Sahib, he urges Bholi's father to send his girls to school so that others may follow him, to set some examples for the villagers. Next important character is Vishambar Nath. He is a very important character. He is a well-to-do grocer of a nearby village and the prospective bridegroom for Bholi, right? He is the one chosen by Bholi's parents to be Bholi's husband. He is almost of the age of Bholi's father. Now he is too old to be Bholi's husband, but still they think him fit enough, appropriate enough. He is of the age of Bholi's father. He is a widower, right? So his wife is dead. He has children out of his first marriage. He is a widower, and his children from his first marriage is of Bholi's age. He sends a marriage proposal to Ramlal to marry Bholi. He is ignorant of Bholi's pockmarks, so he doesn't know that Bholi has pockmarks. He does not demand for a dowry, right? He does not demand initially for a dowry, but later on we see that when he comes to know that Bholi has pockmarks, he demands dowry, right? Bholi's father is reluctant, he is unwilling. He is unwilling to accept the proposal because of Bishambarnath's age, right? But her mother thinks that it is a proposal they cannot reject. Her mother is kind of greedy. She is impressed by Bishambarnath's position, status in society, right? And she says that they cannot reject Vishambarnath as he owns a big shop. So that is what he owns, a big shop. He also has a house of his own. He has a house of his own and has a few thousand rupees in the bank. Now in those days, to have a few thousand rupees in the banks was a big deal, right? Only the rich people had money in thousands in the bank. So thus the marriage gets finalized, even though Bholi's father is reluctant, is unwilling to, but his mother goads him, he leads him to that decision. Next important character is Bholi's teacher, right? She is the first person to talk to Bholi with love and affection in a soft and soothing voice. Before Bholi's teacher, nobody had spoken to Bholi with love and affection. Everybody seemed to shout, scream, they spoke ill of Bholi, but her teacher spoke in a soft and soothing voice, right? She is the mentor and guide who transforms Bholi from a witless, stammering fool to an educated, confident, and cultured young lady. She is present on the auspicious occasion of Bholi's marriage. She stands in a corner and watches the whole drama unfold when Bholi eventually refuses to marry the mean, greedy, contemptible, coward Bishambarnath, right? So she was a mere spectator. She didn't interfere. She was just silently observing whatever was happening at the marriage ceremony, where Bishambarnath was demanding money from Bholi's father after he had seen Bholi's pockmarks, right? When Bholi tells her father that she will be a teacher in the same school she has learned so much from, right? From the school that she has learned so much, Bholi's teacher gives her strong approval. She says, she gives Bholi her approval, right? She says, okay, that's a good decision that you have chosen not to marry Bishambarnath and that you want to be the teacher in the same village school where she has literally transformed herself into a fine, dignified lady. Go to the next slide. Yeah, Bholi's brothers and sisters. Who are they and how many are they? Let's see. Bholi has 3 brothers, all of them sent to town to study. So they do not stay in this village. They are sent to town in schools and then in colleges, right? She also has 3 sisters. The eldest one is Radha. She is already married. Next is Mangala. Her marriage has also been fixed. And the youngest is the immediate elder sister of Bholi is Champa. She is also now grown up. Important thing to note here, all her sisters were pretty, right, and healthy. They were all good looking, they were all pretty, attractive and healthy, and so it was not so much of a problem to find their respective bridegroom. It was not a problem to find a match, to find husbands, bridegrooms for uh, all these three ladies over here, Radha, Mangla, and even Champa. They do not love Bholi as she has neither beauty nor brain. Right? Bholi has neither beauty nor brain because she stammers, because she has pock marks, so she is not attractive and she is not intelligent as well. When they come to attend Bholi's wedding ceremony, they are jealous of the pomp and splendor, right, of that Vishambarnath exhibits. Now Vishambarnath has come with a big band baja barat. He has there's lot of spending of money. There is exhibition of his wealth, right? So these sisters are jealous of Bholi. They are all illiterate and therefore silly and selfish. All these sisters, they have never gone to school before, right? Because they were beautiful, and besides there were no school either. And in those days, um, girls were not usually sent to school. It was not considered good for the girl children to be sent to school. So these three women, Radha, Mangala, and Champa, Bholi's elder sisters, they are all illiterate, uneducated, and therefore they are silly and selfish, right? They do not have that intelligence, and they are also selfish, they are mean. Next. Yes, and the final slide we have here is the character of Bholi. You are often asked in the exams, right, the character of Bholi. Bholi's real name is Sulekha. She is the youngest of the 7 children of Ramlal and his wife, right? Bholi is a neglected child at home due to her lack of beauty and sense, right? Her problem of stammering only made matters worse. One, she did not have that beauty, she lacked beauty and sense. Secondly, she stammered badly. She just couldn't speak. As soon as she tried to utter something, she would stammer badly. She was not cared for, right? She was a neglected child. No new clothes were ever bought for Bholi. Old and discarded clothes from her elder sisters were passed on to Bholi. She was not bathed regularly. Her hair was neither combed nor oiled, causing her hair to get matted. Her mother believes that nobody will marry their girls if they go to school. Hence, it is decided that only Bholi would be sent to school, for she had very little chance of getting married in the first place on account of her pockmarks and lack of sense. So when the question of sending the girls to school pops up, right, at the saying of the Tehsildar Sahib, Bholi's mother argues that let's send Bholi to school, because if we send the other girls, nobody will marry them. But if we send Bholi, there will be no harm done, because one, there is very little chance that Bholi will get married. Nobody will be ready to marry an unintelligent and ugly girl. Secondly, we will be spared of our time, right? We will not have to be bothered for the duration during which she will be at school, right? When Bholi's father tries to take her to school, she refuses to go. She feels that she too would be forcefully dragged out of the house and sold off like their old cow, Lakshmi. So there was an old cow, she was sold, just forcefully dragged out of the house and sold. And Bholi also thought that perhaps she will also be dragged out of the house and sold off. However, when she is bathed, given a clean dress to wear, and her hair is oiled before going to school, she finally believes that the place she is being taken to must definitely be a place better than her own home, right? She felt good that okay, whichever place I am being taken to, that place definitely must be better than this hell of a place that her home literally was. So these are some very important points from this chapter, Bholi. I hope you like it, and stay tuned for more. Please subscribe to my channel and you'll get more such useful updates. Thank you so much.